Color palette. Here's a short tutorial on the color palette. A group of unique and useful tools that categorize, organize, and present color in your projects in a new way. To demonstrate their application, let's use this folder that has a mood board and multiple projects in it. Besides the primary color selection and a color tool that features familiar grid, spectrum, sliders, and color picker, you'll find a new section in our kit, Color Palettes. Let's take a look at it closer. The color swatch in the top left represents the current color selection of the active tool. Let's pick this paintbrush, and now the swatch has changed to the brush color. Under the default, we have placed the standard palettes native to Prêt-à-Template with our unique skin, hair, mouth, and eyes color selections, handy for every fashion illustrator. Now, you can take it forward and make it yours. Open each palette using this arrow icon. Pick this pencil to mark the colors you wish to work with, and create your own unique palette from this selection, tailored to your needs and preferences. Tap here to rename this new palette, export it, and two new features, which we'll review later: export palette as image and export palette as swatches. Next tools is controls. You might be familiar with the way it works. Creating all the color tones of the hue, it lightens, darkens, or desaturates it. Use additional toggles below to shift the hue itself and manage lightness and saturation. Mood board tool. Here you'll find a palette made of the colors picked from the mood board attached to the folder with the current project. To have this custom palette, we need a mood board in the same folder with the project you're using. Here's a mood board we have. This is where the colors are picked to create a unique palette that you can easily manage and swatch while sketching. You can use this pencil icon we've seen before to make a selection and create a new custom palette too. Here you can export palette, and again the new features that we will review next: export palette as image and export palette as swatches. Now it's time to see the swatches. Once you tap on this tool, you'll see the colors picked from your drawing, organized proportionally. Scroll down to see the full list. Open this menu and use select colors to manage this list. Tap on the colors to select them. Here let's tap on white, since it's picked from the background, and press remove selected to exclude it. To get back to default selection, use clear filter. This selection recalculates colors every time you close this tool, and open again to represent any new change you make in your sketch. And now let's try to export palette as image. Here you have three options of the style in which the swatch can appear. Colors distributed by percentage, a continuous color swatch in a form of the block with a proportional representation of the color. Evenly distributed colors, presented in the same way but with the colors equally distributed. And the 6 swatch palette with 6 color blocks generated from the colors in your sketch. Let's try them all one by one. Colors distributed by percentage. Tap on this option and open the layers menu to create a layer for the color swatch on the canvas. Open the layers menu and go to images, where you'll find the saved swatch. Tap on it and it will appear on the canvas. You can move, scale, and rotate it using pinch motion to position it on the canvas as you like. Now let's try the evenly distributed colors. Go to the new layer menu to find our swatch and place it on the canvas. This time the colors are sharing an equal space on the swatch. And the 6 swatch palette generates this combination of color blocks, also based on the colors of your drawing. Tap confirm to finalize its position on canvas. The last tool is custom. Any palette we've seen so far can be made custom by making a custom selection of colors. Remember the selection of the skin colors we made and saved? You'll find them here as a custom palette. Another great way to make a custom palette. Tap on this picture icon to access your photos and select the image from your device. Now you have a palette generated from the colors of this image. You can rename this palette, export it, and create color swatches based on it too. Let's rename it and export palette swatches. Create a layer for the swatch. Go to images and find the swatch that was made. Let's tap on it to add it to canvas. Let's now try to export palette as image. This time it created a color palette in a form of block based on that same reference picture we chose in our Photos app. Choose between these styles to use in your presentation. You can also delete custom palettes to clean space once you no longer need them. Otherwise, they are saved in the same images section of your layers for a future use and reference. Unlock the new possibilities of working with color and create fantastic projects and presentations your way.